Good evening. Yes. How are you doing, Kafilat? I hope you're having a great week.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I hope we're all doing good today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's soon we'll get to start. So I believe you've submitted yours, Esther Kafilat. Get your assignments all ready for presentation. You'll be starting off with Esther, then Kafilat goes next. Okay. All right. So just get your assignment all ready for you to present. Let's look at it. So, Anuluakpo, I believe you've done your assignment.
Yes, sir.
All right, you'll be the third person to present.
Okay, sir.
Mhm. All right. Ola doing, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Uh, hope you've done your assignment.
Yes, I have.
So you're number four person that will be presenting.
Okay, sir.
So just get your presentation ready. Deborah, how are you doing, Deborah?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. I'm good,
Good
I bless
evening.
God.
Okay. I hope you're doing great today.
Yeah, I'm much better and fine. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for asking.
All
And how are
right.
you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Yeah. So you're going to be the fifth person that will be presenting. So I based on those we have now, so we would not so we can look through so many assignments. So let's start off with number one. Then number two, you need to get your slides ready. Please, when we are making the presentation, let's just go straight to the point, and so we give rooms for others to also speak. And I think we have someone new here. Princeville, how are you doing? Princeville, can you hear me? Okay. Esther, why don't proceed with your presentation? Number one, let's proceed with your presentation.
I thought I'm number 2, sir.
Are you number 2? No,
Yes.
No, you are number 1. You came first. Kafilat is number 2.
Okay, sir.
All right,
1
please.
minute.
Okay, 1 minute. So at exactly 6:04, you should start presenting. It's already 6:04, so start presenting. All right, Mr. Princeville, good evening. Okay. Okay, I didn't hear you, Mr. Princeville. Your mic was muted. You can unmute your mic. Okay. All right, the form has been dropped in the group. So we should try.
Can I go ahead now, sir?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, so this is user personas, the opening slide. I'm coming. Okay? So the first user persona, the first user persona is Tolu, is a young hustler, age 23. Employment status is freelancer. Monthly income, he has 150K per month. His location is Lagos. Then the background is this, that Tolu is a freelancer living in Lagos. He has a regular income. So paying rent in large sums is challenging for him. So he prefers smaller, manageable monthly payments because they fit better with his fluctuating earnings, right? So what are the goals? What is Tolu trying to achieve? To make rent more manageable, avoid falling behind on rent due to cash flow issues, then save enough over time to secure its living situation, right? Then what are the frustrations Tolu is having right now? How to save up a large amount for rent. Then he needs to borrow money to pay his rent once his rent is due. Then he's also unsure which option to pick, which is rent now, pay later. He doesn't know which one is best for him, right? Then what are the preferred features? Monthly installment payment for rent, partnership with trusted landlords, then government backing for aided legitimacy, right? What are his motivation? Tolu is early in his career and struggling with irregular income and high rent demands. So he's open to choose like rent now, pay later, but needs assurance that the platform is trusted with his income and his details. So for Tolu's situation, what are the jobs to be done? So he's saying that when I receive my irregular freelance income and rent, and the rent season is approaching, I want to be able to pay my rent in small, manageable monthly installments so that I don't have to borrow money, delay payments, or feel financially overwhelmed. So what is the payment problem statement? Tolu is a 23-year-old freelancer in Lagos who struggles to pay annual rent in one lump sum due to inconsistent income. He currently faces stress and uncertainty every rent season, often resulting to borrowing. Then the second persona is Mama Progress, hustling market woman, age 34, employment status, she's self-employed. So her monthly income is around 80,000 to 120K monthly. So she lives in Aba. So Mommy Progress is very hardworking. She sells fruits in the local market. She has 2 children. She's successful. Okay, so she has 2 kids while she's a what's it called, a single mother. So she's having issues with paying her rent and all, right? So what's her goal? Our goals are avoid financial stress during rent season, then ensure stable housing for our children, and manage rent through small regular payments. So what are the frustrations she's passing through right now? Annual lump sum, digital platforms feels untrusted and hard to use. The landlords rarely allow installment options. Then our cash flow is also inconsistent, right? So what are the preferred features she wants? Because she's not a digital person, right? She prefers monthly or biannual payment, then easy payments option via mobile money or USSD, then partnership with a local cooperative, that's Joe, right? Then customer service in a local language or pidgin for her to easily understand. Then option for SMS reminders instead of notifications for someone that is digital, that is literate, right? So what's our motivation? Our Progress wants to secure our home and give our children stability without going into debt or embarrassment each year. Convenience, flexibility, and trust are our top priorities. So the jobs to be done when rent season approaches, she hasn't saved. My Progress is here to save enough money from her daily market sales. So she wants to pay her rent in small flexible installments using payment method, right? So what are the problem statements? Mama Progress is a 34-year-old market trader and single mother. She has an inconsistent income from daily food sales. She finds it extremely difficult to pay her annual rent at once and often relies on borrowing from cooperatives, society, or her family members. So that is all from my user personnel. Thank you.
Nice one, nice one. A very good one there. I kind of like the way you structured it. Okay, okay. So you got this user persona from the data of your research, if I'm correct, the feedback of your research, or did you formulate it just like that?
I did formulate it based on the feedback I got from my research, user research. Yes, so I was able to come up with the user persona
Okay.
using
Okay. Okay, you were able to draw the pattern, identify the patterns between your feedback you got, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, nice one, a good one.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Let's go on to the next person. Yeah, I like what you did there. I like how you structured it and made it really good. Why are you giving yourself clapping emoji, Esther?
No, sir, I'm clapping for you, sir, for the feedback. Thank you, sir.
Okay, it's good to encourage yourself in doing what you're doing. All right, Kafilat, you're next, yeah. Number 2, you're next. Esther, you can stop presenting while Kafilat gets Okay. Kafilat, are you saying anything? I can't hear you.
I'm coming, sir. I'm trying
Okay.
to.
Okay. Okay.
Can you see my screen now, sir?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. The initial problem was about how working class citizens care for their elderly ones. So from
Yep.
the survey analysis, I recognize four user persona, but these are the two important ones. There are some kind of users that they don't have much and they are not open for options of caregiver. They rather rely on someone helping them to sort things out one way or the other. So those ones will not be open to any tech platform that I will be looking into. So the
Okay.
two important ones I deduced. Yeah, the first one is IDBC, which I would describe as the I'm coming, sir. Which I would describe as the caring daughter. IDBC is a 40 years old bank worker. She does a full-time job. She lives in Abeokuta, Ogun State, with a monthly salary of 250,000 naira. She has two kids and she lives with her aged mother, and she's often juggling with caring for the kids, family, and taking care of her mom. So she uses a smartphone. She uses this to manage her schedule, to know the time to go and check her mom and the likes. What is she looking up to? Her goals is to provide a consistent and compassionate care for her aging parents, then to maintain a work-life balance without compromising the care for her mom, and also to access a professional caregiver, not just anyone who wouldn't know the right thing to do. Then to assess professional caregiver when needed without stress. What are frustration? Difficulty trusting strangers for care. I observed that from the survey, what we probably due to the cultural belief of probably, should I say, Africans or the parts around here, most people have difficulty trusting strangers to care for the elderly ones. Then lack of formal platforms and trained caregivers. Most people they see around are just people who just wanted a job and would do anyhow with their elderly ones. That emotional guilt from not always being physically available. And I think that is what we all already did. You have your parents care for you, you have to care for them. So when you are not handing them to anyone, you feel bad emotionally that you are not performing your task as a child. What are the features that she desire if she has a platform where she can get such services? She wants a background check caregivers where she can be sure that the person is actually qualified for the job, or a place, and she also wants a physical office she can visit so that there could be a system of check where she can report to if there is any complaints. Affordable and flexible pricing options because of the burden on the salary, such that if she has to pay once or twice, something she can bargain. And cultural religious alignment with caregivers. People care about there should be respect when handling the elderly ones. And if they are a Christian, they want a Christian to manage their parents. If they are a Muslim or things like that. What are the motivations? Cultural duty and personal values to care for our mom. Then desire to maintain dignity and well-being for our parents. Dignity, people see you as being a good child when you care for your elderly ones in the best manner. And the need for peace of mind when she can be able to concentrate on her work, knowing that our mom is in good hand. And flexible payment option. What is the job that was supposed to be done here? When Adebisi is unable to provide constant care herself for her mom, she wants to easily access a trustworthy and trained caregiver who shares her cultural values and speaks her parents' language, so that she can feel reassured that her mom is in a safe and understanding hands. And the problem statement here is that working class Nigerians like Adebisi face significant stress in balancing full-time jobs and caring for their elderly ones due to lack of trustworthy, culturally aligned, and affordable caregiving service, so leaving them with no formal care solution or support. And the second person I'll be looking into is the second person is Adelabu. That one is always exhausted. Adelabu is a man. He's a 28 years old graphic designer. He doesn't have a stable income. Probably that will be based on the economy of the country. He lives in Remo, Ogun State, with his aged parents. He's a tech savvy. but he's almost overwhelmed with going and coming, caring for his parents. At times, he employs people who work for some hours or some days. What are the goals he wants to achieve? He wants to find an affordable, certified help so he can focus on work. Someone that he can rely, he can be rest assured that they can handle any emergency that is coming. To ensure that his parents get respect and culturally sensitive care, and also to reduce caregiver turnover. He's frustrated with this one will come today. You are supposed to spend 3 days. They will give you the excuse that something happened, they want to go. So the frustration here is that high caregiver turnover, poorly trained part-time help, and caregivers unfamiliar with cultural expectations. Because if you go and employ, just because you need someone, you go and employ an Hausa or an Igbo who will not understand what your parent expectation from them. Just like we blacks giving what do you call it, caregiving to the white people. We often see a lot of things online that does not align with our own cultural beliefs. So what are the desired features here? He wants a platform with a verified background checks, that there will be peace of mind. They want a flexible and affordable pricing options. Then they want a system of review where they can actually check and see that, okay, this person has actually been reviewed and people have found him worthy of this job. Then there should be a certification that can actually give them the assurance that the person can actually handle this category of people. The motivation here is that strong desire to balance work and caregiving to his parents. He wants to give the best to his parents and doesn't want his work to be affected. And there is these emotional obligations to honor his aging parents, which what we black are trained with. And he strives for a reliable long-term care solutions, a solution that you can rely on forever, not something that a solution that we are available today, tomorrow it will not be available. The job to be done here is that when Adelabu hire a caregiver, he wants them to be consistent, trained, and affordable, so that he doesn't have to worry about retraining someone new every few months or the safety of his parents. Then the problem statements here: self-employed Nigerians like Adelabu struggle with inconsistent and untrained elder care help, causing disruption and stress due to frequent caregiver turnover and lack of regulated caregiver platforms that offer culturally respectful long-term assistance. That's it, sir.
Okay. Nice one. And I can just see between what you've done now and what you did previously, and I can draw out a more clear path in this and showing a whole lot of improvements in what you've done so far. A good one. So you said from your research you got 4 responses.
4 responses. Yes, some were low-income earners that they generally, most part this side, people, many people, they don't really see caregiving as in employing caregivers as an option. They believe it's still a responsibility of the family members. If this is not available, that one should be able to do the work. So some are not even open to that option of having a platform like this. Is a total stranger. They don't want. Some are low-income earners that they're just struggling. So asking them to now get someone to be doing that for them, they are not open to it. They just see that one way or the other they will keep managing through the cycle.
Yeah, that's true. And that also draws your attention to the fact that your target audience are not those set of people. Your target audience are those who have a busy work schedule that's affecting their life after work, a busy kind of hectic work-life balance, and they can also afford for the services, that don't see any harm in hiring a caregiver. And regarding this, I believe it's more like a cultural shock, whereby this part of our world, we don't see caregivers as it takes some kind of extra efforts for users to adopt that. And that's not because it's not happening, but at the same time, we also, in this current state, in this part of our world, we have users that employ cooks that cook meal for them. They employ caterers, or they employ those who help them do courses at home. Yeah, I know one or two persons who got such jobs that way. So if they can employ people who would cook for them, definitely such users will not find it difficult employing someone who would take care of their elder ones. So those are the kind of users you'll be looking out for, because it's not everyone. Like I used to say, everyone is not your market. So you could have your audience out there. You just reach out to those who you need to know. These are your users. Because if you're pitching this idea to someone who is not earning well, who doesn't have a busy work life issues, they won't see this as a solution. They feel they can always take turns in looking at that. So nice one in general. I like what you've done here. Good one. Yeah, there's an improvement in what we've been doing so far. So who is the number 3 here? That's Anoluwa, right? Yeah. So just get yours ready while I appoint the 6th person. I think Oladun is the 5th person, right? Yeah. So I saw Victoria in this call.
I'm the first, sir.
You are the 5th, right?
Fourth.
Okay. Who is the 5th? Who did I give number 5 to? Deborah, right? Deborah is number 5. Oh yeah, I remember. So Deborah, number 5. Let's see. Okay. Gift, you're number 6. Joy, you're number 7. And Chinyere, you're the 8th person that will be presenting. I believe you all can hear me. Anoluwakpo, you can share your screen. I believe you all can hear me. Gift, Joy, Chinyere. Okay, so just once it's getting close to you, just get your presentation ready. All right, okay.
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so can you still see it? Mr. Francis, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Oh, okay. So I worked on my last the week 4 assignment was for people that work and are not able to cook readily homemade food because of their work schedules, and they go out early in the mornings and come back late. Weekends they want to rest and all of that. So from my survey, I found 2 major user personas, although the only distinct difference between both personas is that one person, one group has a budget, they are budget conscious, right? They don't have a lot of money to spend on healthy meals, but they also still want to have a healthy meal. So the first person is, I named her Busy Stella. She is a 29-year-old female unmarried. She's a marketing manager and earns 400,000 naira a month. She's tech savvy, she's time pressed because she's busy, and she cooks once or twice a week. She lives in Enugu. Her core need is a readily made weekly plan so she can eat healthy without decision fatigue or last minute takeout. right? So Stella is a marketing manager at the tech startup. She works long hours and usually cooks 1 to 2 meals at home per week. After work, she often feels too tired or indecisive to cook, so she ends up eating convenience, like junks, but less healthy food. Stella cares a lot about staying fit. Yeah, she goes to the gym and all of that, but she also finds meal planning very stressful. She sometimes plans meals ahead, but often decides on the spot when she's hungry. According to my survey, many users like Stella reported barriers such as I don't have time and I don't know what to cook. Stella's goals are to maintain a balanced, nutritious diet to support her busy work schedule and fitness goals, simplify meal prep so she doesn't have to think about dinner every evening or even every other meal, save time and mental effort on grocery shopping and cooking. Her frustrations are time pressure. She doesn't have time to cook or shop after work, especially. Then her meal planning, she often forgets to plan ahead and ends up last minute choosing foods. Lack of ideas, she frequently says, I don't know what to cook. So her preferred features are a weekly meal plans, a schedule of healthy meals for the week, simple recipes, quick, easy to follow healthy recipes, shopping list, automated ingredients lists organized by store to save prep time, cooking reminders. Because she's busy, she wants a feature that can constantly remind her, oh, you're meant to start cooking, or you're meant to defrost food, or you're meant to cook today, or you're meant to go shopping today. She is motivated by the desire to eat healthier consistently so she can feel energetic at work and maintain her health. Having a structured plan and pre-made meals would help her stick to a healthy routine. Saving time and money also drives her. Knowing what to cook in advance relieves stress and prevents impulse spending on takeout. Jobs to be done and problem statement for Stella. When I work, I want to plan and prepare healthy meals in advance so I can eat nutritious food without daily cooking stress. Her problem statement is, as a busy marketing manager, I'm trying to cook healthy meals each week so I can maintain my energy and fitness, but I often don't know what to cook and forget to plan meals. This makes me feel stressed and leads me to grab unhealthy convenience food. The second person, I named him budget concerned Michael. Mr. Michael is a 34-year-old unmarried man that owns a small business in Balogun Market in Lagos State. His monthly income is usually become 100 and 150,000 naira. He's a dawn-to-dusk vendor. He likes to prepare his meals in batches, and he's very highly budget conscious. He's located in Lagos. Core needs are an affordable market fresh batch cooking plan that delivers nutritious meals despite erratic store hours. So a little backstory for Mr. Michael. Michael runs a produce store in Balogun Market. He spends early mornings sourcing ingredients and the rest of the day serving customers and supervising helpers. Evenings are hectic because he often skips dinners or grabs quick street snacks. On weekends, he tries to cook in bulk, but market crowds and family visits interrupt his preps. He's very cost conscious, wanting to stretch his food budget without sacrificing nutrition. His goals are to maintain steady energy for long market days without overspending on food, batch cook affordable, nutritious meals using market fresh produce, have enough meals to feed himself and visiting family on a tight budget. Frustrations. Weekend batch cooking plans get derailed by market demands and errands. High cost of some healthy ingredients makes planning expensive. Limited time after dawn to dusk store hours. Reliance on cheap, greasy street food when out of time or cash. His preferred features are budget-friendly recipes, meal plans that calculate cost per serving and use affordable produce, batch cook guides for cooking large batches at low cost, market sync, ingredients list aligned with typical market prices and seasonal deals, reheat confidence, simple instructions to reheat leftovers quickly because he doesn't want to waste food. So he would like to reheat food that he leaves over. His motivations are to keep food expenses low while fueling his demanding work, avoid health risks and discomfort from frequent street food meals, impress family with tasty, cost-effective home cooking. So jobs to be done and problem statement for Michael. When I finish a long day at the market, I want an affordable batch cooking meal plan using market priced ingredients so I can reheat healthy meals, breaking my budget or wasting time. His problem statement: as a small business owner in a busy market, I struggle to cook nutritious meals within my limited time and budget. I need a meal planning solution that uses low cost, market fresh ingredients and guides me through batch cooking so I can eat well without overspending or resorting to unhealthy street food. So that is my user persona. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. You put in a neat work here, a neat one. Just the scary pictures you use.
I'm sorry, AI.
I gave you those filtered pictures that looks like they are rubbing oil on their faces.
Oh my God. Pardon me.
Oh, okay. So aside that, you really put in much effort here. So you said you got these two personas from your research which you did previously.
Yes.
Okay. And from here now, I'm trying to get a clear understanding about what you're actually doing here. So just get things straight for me. Are you building a solution that helps you structure your cooking habits, or you proposing a solution whereby they hire a cook that comes cook for them? Or
So
you
what I am doing is providing a solution that can help people plan their meals. So I suffer from it too when I used to work back to back. So I worked from that suffering to developing this product. I used to have the problems of, oh, I'm coming back late. I don't have food in my house. What do I want to eat? I want, a lot of the times I want to eat proper meals, but I end up buying, junks, and of course it's not good for our health. So the plan is, right, to have a product that can help you with your needs, to help you plan your meals during the week. So you pick a day, or you input your schedule, what your work schedule is like on the app. Then the app, from what you have given it, will provide you a solution as to how you can plan your meals. Okay, so you want to cook in batches, you want to cook for this entire week. These are healthy meals that you can cook. So some people have specific needs. For people that are maybe vegetarians, will also consider that. People that like that go to the gym and feed and have specific needs, those will also be considered. People that want to cook in batches, right, large quantities, those people will also be considered. Or some people that want to cook on the spot, but they have the ingredients already. Or you can also advice based on the pocket of the person that is using the app. So all of this will be considered. You just need to put in your details and say, okay, this is what I have, this is what I want to do, or this is what I'm going through, so provide me a solution.
Okay, so it's more like you giving it an input of what you have, or the kind of meals you enjoy eating.
Yes.
It suggests a particular meal for you, more like a meal routine.
Yes, a meal plan, a proper meal plan.
Okay. So it's not something that you need to take out a particular day to cook all the meals, saying for the week you cook all
So
the meals.
like I said, so you are going to also put in your work schedule and say, okay, I work from Mondays to Fridays, or I work Mondays to Wednesdays. I work from home on this specific day. Oh, it will then suggest, oh, okay, you're going to cook on this day. You're going to cook for the week on this day. You can go grocery shopping on this day. So you need to input your the things that you need, the things that are specific to your needs, so that it can provide for you what you need, your requests are.
Okay. Nice one. Nice one. So for me now, who gets confused of what to cook, when you develop such solution, I would just have to put in my details and it suggests to me the kind of
Yes.
meal I would.
So you would also have to input, oh, I like this kind of foods. So for you that you're always confused, me too, I'm always confused. So you would have to put, oh, okay, I like greasy foods. I like homemade meals. I like international cuisines. I like traditional meals. I want a healthy meal. So those are the kind of things that they will be asking you for.
So okay. So now if you're putting in inputs like you like homemade meals and you like meals from restaurant, do you have a means whereby you can order the meals from any nearby restaurant, or you have to start cooking it yourself?
So there will be that option, although I haven't considered it because the plan is for you to be able to make your own meals. It's specific to people that want their own meals, but there are people that want their meals to maybe look like or taste like what they've eaten before. So a recipe can be provided, right?
Okay, so this
Yes.
solution is for those who wants to cook, but they're
Yes.
confused of what to cook.
Yes, and don't have enough time to cook.
It's not enough time to cook and don't have enough time to think of what to cook. If I'm
Yes.
not mistaken. If you don't have enough time to cook, definitely you might opt in for going buying food from the nearby restaurant if that's the situation. But these people would want to cook, but their challenge is always not knowing what to cook.
What to cook, yes.
They could have planned, well, okay, this week I want to cook this, and when it gets to that spot, they get confused or now thinking of the stress of going through what to cook. But if they had a platform that they could impute, okay, for today, this week, I want to eat this meal, I want to eat this meal, I want to eat this meal. And it suggests when how they can go about that in a weekly basis or for the next
Yes.
one. That would guide them. Okay, for today, I said I was going to eat this. If I have the leftovers from last night, I just have to microwave it or have maybe cook in large quantities so I don't have to cook every day. So if you're going to cook 2 meals or 3 meals in a week, you just bring out one of the weekends or your free days to prepare those meals and you have something light in between them, right? If that's
Yes,
what
sir.
you're looking at. Okay, now I think I get it clearly. Nice one. Please be
Thank you.
fast to see too. I think I need to have something like this too in my. All right, nice one, nice one. Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome. So who is the fourth person? Oladoyin.
One sec.
All
Yeah,
right.
good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Let's see.
Yeah, okay.
The player is not
Can you
there.
see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so I made use of one user persona because majority of my users are youths. So this
Okay.
user's persona's name is Shikemi Daniels. She's between the age of 18 to 25 and she's based in Ogun State, Nigeria. She's a
Okay.
dark-skinned young lady in her early 20s and she's dressed officially. So her job is that she's a graduate intern and she earns between 80,000 to 120,000 naira every month. And her behavior is she depends on a time management app to improve her focus and attention span. So in the earlier assignment, I proposed building an app that helps people to maintain time and increase their productivity level. So the
Okay.
product insight, it's a mobile app that supports users by offering motivational real life quotes and simplifying tasks into manageable, actionable to-dos. And then the tech usage, she's confident and comfortable navigating mobile-based applications. As a Gen Z lady, she's someone who knows how to navigate even mobile apps or web apps. Then her goal is she seeks a mobile solution that boosts productivity by eliminating distractions and keeping her focused. Her frustration, she often falls into procrastination, which hinders her ability to get things done effectively. So she has the issue of being distracted, and even with all her plans and all, she's unable to achieve anything. And just like that, her 24 hours have gone. Then her preferred feature is that she prefers an app that provides structured support and timely reminders to complete tasks based on priorities. Then her motivation is she's driven to improve her productivity in order to thrive and advance in her professional career. So she believes that if she has this type kind of app that sends reminders and offers possible emotional support, that she'll be more productive and she'll be able to meet her daily to weekly to monthly targets. Then the job to be done. When I have tasks to complete, I want to avoid distractions and stay focused so I can make consistent progress. Then the problem statement. Chikemi Daniels, a graduate intern in Ogun State, struggles to initiate and complete work tasks due to persistent procrastination, causing frustration and low performance. Yes, so that is that.
This one, your Shikemi Daniel is really smiling. Big thing. Nice one.
She's a happy girl.
Happy, happy Shikemi. Okay. So, okay, you working on helping users manage their time, if I'm correct. Time management.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And regarding this, now this could be there are various factors that could affect users managing their time. I'm coming, Deborah. That could affect users managing their time. From your research, what was the key results you got from as to why users can't manage their time? The feedback you got.
Sorry?
I said from your
Sorry?
what was the feedback
Yes,
you
sir.
got as to why users
Yes, sir.
can't manage their time effectively.
Yes, some people said they suffer from procrastination, and some try to multitask, do different things at once, and they end up not achieving anything.
Okay. Okay. So now this solution you're proposing, it's a behavioral solution in the sense that you need to understand why your users are procrastinating on things. And why I'm saying this is this. You see, procrastination, it's like a disease, general disease. So it takes individual discipline as to why they need not to procrastinate. So I think if you're seeking out a solution, you should also give rooms to where these users can also input their possible outcomes. Okay, I want to so that I can achieve this. So
Sorry,
if
sir, what
that
did you say? I want to.
you can mute your mic so you hear me clearly. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this: if you, in order, you need to understand how
Okay,
to
sir.
keep the users motivated in using your solution. So if it's something, let's say I need to, let me use for example now, I have series of tasks to actually carry out today. And let's say one, I need to hit the gym, I need to have breakfast by 7 or 8, or I need to do this, I need to do that. You can stop presenting, Aladdin. So if you have you need to do series of things in order for your user, for you to You know that the benefit of me going to the gym, you impute it, it keeps me healthy, it makes me stay active, and it makes me energized to get my day started. Or maybe you're going to the gym later on in the night, it helps keep me in shape. And if you to take a proper meal, a healthy meal, it helps increase my health status. So I think one way you can beat procrastination, it's that's one thing you should be looking at, how to help your users beat this procrastination, because procrastination is something they need to desire, they need to be willing enough to want to stop procrastinating, because it takes a whole lot of discipline. So if you're building, what you've put here is great, but you should also note that the key issue here is the level of discipline for each users. You don't understand what's the level of discipline for each user. How disciplined are these users towards getting what they want? So many people will tell you, "Oh, I want to get this thing done. I want to this year." Do you know how many users write New Year resolution, and at the end of the day, they are 6 months into the year, they've not even started one. But once it gets to December 31st, they will look at, I've not achieved this thing this year. Huh? So the same resolution which they wrote last year is the same resolution they're going to write for the next year. And it's still the same thing, but they've not been able to take an action over that step. So you find out that even if you build a solution that will help these users manage their time, they might, to help them reduce their procrastination, they might not take it, because this thing is a mind, they need to shift the way they see things. It's a mind shift stuff. And if it's something that you have to help them understand a particular thing, that in order for you to achieve this thing, you need to change your perspective about this thing. You need to, first of all, change their perspective, their mind about it, and help them kill that spirit of procrastination. If they can get beyond that, being consistent becomes easy. So you can put up stuff like, you build up an habit for over a kind of 30 days. You can put up a 30 days time track that if you want to time management track, this could be a feature on your end in order to help them beat that procrastination, and also get them to stay consistent in their time management. Could build up something like that. Okay, let's build a challenge, a 1 month challenge. These are the things we want to achieve for this month. On each day, we would discipline ourselves, or you discipline yourself to wake up every morning to read, if there's one page of it. Let's say, for example, you have a user that wants to develop the habit of reading, not just novels, but self-taught books. You can start off and you get that user saying, "Oh, I start reading and I don't end up reading." You can have that person, let's say, okay, since reading a big book, reading for hours, you find it stressful. Let us cultivate the habit, or you could cultivate the habit of reading 1 or 2 pages every day for the next 30 days. I bet you, if this person can stay consistent, though this person would fail at some point, you get to day 6 and you fail, but still, when you come back, you missed today's reading. Okay, you need to come back, you need to make up for this for the next 30 days. If the person can stay consistent on that for the next 30 days, it will get to a point the person would not even need you to remind him or her to read a page. And you find that person, when they find that thing habit interesting, they improve from 1 page to 2 pages to 3 pages, and you find them reading for hours. So most times it's the habits and the mindset around the users. That's why shipping out solutions like this could be very tricky, because you're going to tackle the the user's behavior, which is what their habits, and you need to also look at ways which your solution can also help them stay motivated and also help them kill that procrastinative spirit. You get, you juggle around, just like what I've said. You could have that monthly challenge. Let's see how we can stay consistent for a period of 1 month to see how, and you make your solutions user friendly. When it's user friendly, they don't find issues making use of that. So far what you did there, it's great. I really like that. Okay, so you could just use my feedback to further deepen your insights about how to fine tune what you're currently working on. All right. So Deborah, you raised up your hand. You're welcome. Deborah, is she in this call? Yeah, Deborah.
Yes, sir, I am on this call. Yeah, I raised up my hand because I was in transit and I wanted to get a more quieted place to present, but I'm good now. If you want me to present, I can actually go ahead.
All right, you can go ahead, please. Yeah, go ahead with the presentation. Joy, your mic is
All right.
unmuted.
Okay.
Joy.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. And just for the record, I'm on motion in case if my network starts glitching at some point. All right, I'll share my screen right away.
The sixth person should also get the presentation ready. Sixth, seventh, eighth. I think that Joy, Chinyere,
All right.
and Gift, Joy, and Chinyere. Then Victoria, you the ninth person to present. Yeah, you see.
All right, can you see
Victoria,
my screen now?
yes, I can see your screen, but it's quite small.
Yes, because I'm using my phone. I'm not with my laptop at the moment. So I'll try as much
Okay,
as possible to. Yes.
okay, 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 okay. All right.
Um, all right, so this is I crafted out this persona based on my last research. Um, based on my last quantitative research. All right, so my first user persona is Amaka Johnson. She's 26 years old and she's currently based in Lagos, Nigeria. Her occupation, she's a marketing assistant at a fashion brand. So this is a backstory to Amaka. So Amaka is a marketing assistant at a fashion brand in Lagos. She uses WhatsApp status not just to stay updated with friends and trends, but also to discover and save ideas from business promotions, fashions, and inspiration. She checks status multiple times daily and often wants to know revisit useful content data basically. So what are our goals? She wants a convenient way to save, organize, and revisit WhatsApp status. She likes codes, pictures, fashion ideas, or had, like I said earlier on, that she's a marketing assistant. So she looks out for trendy designs and all that that can actually help our fashion brand basically. And sometimes she might want to come back to visit some interesting content she might have come across on WhatsApp, and that's what she actually wants to be able to revisit WhatsApp status or content that she can actually relate to or is profitable to the fashion brand itself. So what are the challenges she's facing? WhatsApp status disappears after 24 hours, and saving them requires a lot of time, probably going through screenshots, screen recording, or using third party apps which have a lot of hard or have a security and issue regarding it. So she's very comfortable using a mobile app and and digital skills. Like I said, she's a marketing assistant. So her behavior frequently browses WhatsApp status for fashion ideas, codes, and product ads, and often wishes she could revisit specific ones. So that's her, and that's what her job actually requires to stay on trend, know what is happening, and that require her to keep visiting or revisiting WhatsApp status. So what are the preferred features? So to a save or download option within WhatsApp notification or archive for favorite status and ad-free experiences. So these are what she's looking for. This is what she wants in the WhatsApp app itself. Now, the motivation, she wants to access valuable content easily, especially for personal growth and work related inspiration without resorting to an unsafe tools. So what's the JTBD, the job to be done? When I view inspiration or promotional status on WhatsApp, I want to save them within the app without using external tools or external app, so I can revisit and use the content later without stress or loss. Now, the problem statement. Amaka Johnson, a marketing at a fashion brand in Lagos, finds it difficult to save or revisit inspirational or promotional WhatsApp status content, which affects our ability to collect ideas and inspiration for our work. Since WhatsApp has no inbuilt in saving features and third-party apps are often unsafe or stressful to use. Now, out of my research, I was able to also craft out a second user persona, and his name is Tunde Owolabi. He's 39 years old and is currently based in Ibadan, Nigeria. So he's a small business owner. He sells electronics. Now, what's the backstory behind Tunde? Tunde runs a small electronics store and uses WhatsApp to promote his products. He frequently browses business-related status to monitor competitors and trends. He checks status daily and finds it tedious to save competitors or suppliers promotions he wants to analyze later. So Tunde is the kind of person that sells electronics. He wants to know what his competitors are selling out there. He wants to compare the price differences. He wants to know, okay, is this person price lower than mine? What is in trend? What do people want? Looking for cheaper and a very affordable suppliers. Now, goals: want a reliable ways to monitor and revisit competitors and supplier status to improve his marketing and keep track of offers. So when he sees a new electronic um, item or tools, he wants to be able to on someone's status or a supplier, he wants to be able to go back to it and check it, and view it and all that. So challenges: WhatsApp status vanishes after 24 hours. So tech is fairly comfortably using mobile too. So he's not really that tech savvy of a person like that. Like I said, he's in his late 40s. He prefers practical, probably going there physically to the suppliers and looking at the electronic tools by himself. Now, behavior uses WhatsApp status as a key source of industry updates, promotions, and competitors' pricing, but lack a streamlined way to retain them. Still finding it difficult. He uses WhatsApp status the way he could use, and still finding it difficult to keep them and all that. Go monitor and track often trends, revisit status, and all that. So, what are the preferred features? So, Tunde also wants, an auto save status features that helps him, to tag or categorize save status when he will probably also wants a business folder on WhatsApp where you can keep pictures or status related to business that you can visit later on. So motivation, he wants is efficient access to marketing insights without disrupting his work or compromising his phone security. So what's the JTBD of Fortunde? When I come across business related status from competitors or suppliers, I want to achieve I want to archive or save them for future references so I can stay ahead in my business strategy and avoid content loss. Problem statement. Sunday Owolabi, a small business owner in Ibadan, struggles to save and organize useful WhatsApp status, content for future reference, which affect the ability to track suppliers updates, monitor competitors, and run his business efficiently. So that is from my end, sir.
Okay, nice work for Tunde and what's the other one's name? What's the
Amaka
other?
Johnson.
Amaka Johnson. Okay, nice one. So both of them wants to make use of the WhatsApp status to get updated where they can easily save videos or pictures on their WhatsApp without having a third party solution in their device, right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay, okay. Now, do you remember what I told you about coming up with solutions like this?
Yes, if I remember correctly, after the research, he said if I could reach out to their search for them, look out to the WhatsApp project management and all that on LinkedIn, and pitch my idea and all that to them. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the other
So
was
yeah. So regarding this is something. And see, I'm saying this: any of you that steals anyone's idea, yeah, I will sue you to court. I'm taking note of everybody's idea. So if you dump your own idea and you hijack someone's own, me and you would be in problem that day because I will bring the laws against you to take you down. So so really it's really nice having you guys have to think and have to come up with solutions like this. So something like this, WhatsApp is a big competitor. You could just pitch this, sometimes, most times we don't actually know what idea actually brings you out to lamplight. You've done some kind of good efforts here, and you've looked at this is a concerning problem to you, and you've carried out your research. You've just structured this thing out well. To anyone you've given this to would know that, oh, this person has actually done a good research. From your research, you got this feedback in order to prepare your user story or your JTBD. So you put in good works there, and if no idea is little, that's one thing you should understand. No idea is little. You don't know if they are actually working on integrating something like this in WhatsApp. You don't know. And you could push this out and have it sent to them. And for just they to just review, they could look through it and not actually help. But once you have that solution being implemented, there's this sense of satisfaction you derive from it. So now, one thing I want you guys to all know is this: what you're currently working on, there's every chances you might build them, there's every chances you might not build them. But one thing I want you to do is this: if you can properly put all this which you've learned as we go along now, all this into a proper documentation, this could be your portfolio. It could be used as a portfolio that you were able to do this, you identify this problem, these are the users experiencing this problem, this is the problem statement, this is the user story, this is the user persona, this is the market analysis. You being the market analysis, this is your competitive analysis, and this is the proposed solution which you think would help do this thing. If you can put in all these informations down into proper documentation, whereby anyone reading through that can have this clarity of mind that, wow, this person actually puts in much work in order to get all these key insights identified, and being able to have these issues and propose solution, what the users are experiencing, what the users are saying, what is the market saying, what is the competitors doing in that market. If you can put all this into proper documentation, it could serve as a portfolio for you. The first project you worked on, you don't necessarily have to build a project before you know you've actually worked on a particular project. This is just like designers, where you have graphic designers, they replicate designs which are existing designs. This is your own version of the design. You have what someone has done, you have them uploading their designs. And you could just also prepare something like this, which you've been doing very well. Everyone has been doing well. You could just have that properly documented, and you upload it on your LinkedIn, and you seek for anyone's suggestion. Those who are in that product field, and they should read through and just guide you on what you've missed, what needs to be updated, and you create this engagement amongst other product or project managers. And from there, you could have someone who finds what you've done interesting and would want to have you on board. So none of you should take what you're doing here for granted, because it's really a big deal. What you're doing here is really big. And I'm not saying this to just boost your ego, but it's actually the fact. You being a product manager or a project manager. Either you being a product manager or a product manager, you guys are really doing good. And I'm going to come back to these two last statement which I made. Who is the next person? The sixth person. So far, I'm impressed with what you guys are doing. I'm really impressed. So, who is the sixth person to present? Is it Joy or Gift?
Good evening, sir. It's me, Joy.
Okay, all right. You can proceed with your presentation. Did
I've
Gift
actually
run
been
away?
trying.
Did Gift leave
Sorry.
this? Yeah. So Gift ran away. Okay, no problem. So you were saying something, Joy.
I've actually been trying to do the presentation with my system, but I can't share my screen with it. So I'm going to try and do it with my phone.
Okay.
So,
Why didn't? Oh, she told you directly you're not doing. Or you're just backing up for her. Okay. When was that?
yep. Can you see my screen?
Just said just now in the WhatsApp general WhatsApp platform.
Okay. I think I have my device muted. Okay. I can see your screen, Joy.
Okay. My research is on the topic I've been working on right from the beginning, which is inability of small scale business owners to access low interest quick loans due to strict bank requirements, limited government support, and exploitative rates from microfinance and tech lenders. I used two user personnel. The first one is named Osato. Osato, who is a hustling food vendor, is a woman and she's in her late 30s. And she's often seen at her food store wearing an apron, sweaty from cooking. Sorry, I didn't use pictures. Sweaty from cooking, surrounded by pots of jollof rice and moi. She operates from a kiosk in a busy Lagos street. Her backstory: Osato runs a small roadside food business and has been doing so for about 4 years. Her daily revenue is steady, but she struggles with rising food prices. She has no formal collateral and has been turned down by banks. She relies on a mix of cooperative savings and high-interest daily lenders. Her goals: one is to expand her food store into a food canteen. Another one is to buy ingredients in bulk in order to reduce the cost of her purchases. Then another one is in order for her to hire an extra hand because of workload that she has to deal with on a daily basis. The frustrations she faces: one is that bank loans applications rejection due to lack of collateral. Another frustration is delayed disbursement from lenders, unbearable interest rates from microfinance bank and fintech banks. Sorry, I didn't add that, but that one is also part of it. Preferred features: fast loans approval and disbursement, low interest rates, repayment plan that matches her daily income cycle. She would prefer maybe paying back daily or on a weekly basis. Her motivation:
needs small capital infusions regularly, wants to grow beyond survival mode to stability and expansion. User persona 2 is named Nusa. Nusa is an aspiring tech retailer. He is 29-year-old, an entrepreneur, running a phone accessory shop in Benin, always glued to his WhatsApp business, marketing deals, and taking orders. His backstory: Nusa started his business 2 years ago with his family help. His shop his shop is in a busy commercial area at Airport Road in Benin City. He imports in small quantities but wants to stock higher quality products to meet demand. His monthly revenue is modest but growing. His goals: increase stock to meet rising customer orders, open a second kiosk in another part of town, build business credibility. The frustration he faces on a daily or weekly basis is most fintech loans are short-term with predatory interest, distrust in online lenders due to poor customer service and hidden fees, fear of loan default due to tight repayment cycles. The preferred features: loan offers are increased with successful repayments, transparent interest and terms, monthly repayments tied to sales performance. Motivations: grow business credibility and customer base, gain access to flexible funds for further expansions. It's just it's just be sorry, it's just beauty framework. It's job to be done framework. Osato: when I need quick capital to restock my food supply, I want to access low interest, fast disbursing loans without paperwork so that I can keep my business running smoothly and serve more customers daily. While that of Nusa: when I want to scale up my electronic business with bulk inventory, I want to get affordable financing with flexible repayment so that I can meet customer demand and grow sustainably. The problem statement for that of Usato: how might we help informal women food vendors access affordable and fast business loans without collateral or delays? Problem statement: small scale food vendors like Osato face major challenges accessing quick, low interest loans due to strict banking criteria, lack of trust in lenders, and poor access to financial literacy. This hinders their ability to restock and grow. For that of Nusa: how might we support growing retail entrepreneurs in securing flexible, fair loans that aligns with their sales cycle? Problem statement: emerging business owners like Osato, sorry, like Nusa, I mean that's the typographical, like Nusa, find it hard to access reliable and scalable loan options. They are often faced with high interest rates, rigid repayment schedules, and poor transparency from fintechs, limiting their growth potential. That's that. That's it.
Okay, okay. Nice one, nice one. So I you can stop presenting though. So Osato and Nosa. What names are those,
Yes.
please?
Sorry,
Urobo
there are Benin
names?
names. No Benin.
Benin.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Osato. Okay.
Yeah.
So regarding what you've written, you've actually put here a nice one, a nice job there.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank you, sir.
and you mentioned a reason why some lenders find it difficult to lend money to the borrowers, and While in some cases, I've gotten an exposure of how working with an exposure of how some microfinance banks work, and you find some users actually come lend money, and they'll tell you they want to use that money for their businesses, they want to grow their business or scale up their business, and they have this stock. All they just need is to get some items here and there. And these users will collect this money in thousands of naira. And at the end of the day, they use that money to go set up, what is it called? One event, or use that to buy one ashwebi, and use that to buy some one bear. Yes, exactly. So, and once you borrow the money and you don't use that money for what you want that money to do, you should use the money to invest in other businesses, which it might crash and which might not be profitable. And but if you use that for Owambe or to buy some, prepare it for a wedding, because some people do that. It might seem funny, but people do that. And once they collect money, it won't go to the point where there was one I witnessed where the lady actually forged a debt statement. Yeah, the lady collided with the husband and they forged the debt statement of the husband. I think he was one that collected the loan. And one unfortunate afternoon for them, they had these loan officers go on their road drive, and they found the man eating amala and ewedu in the wife shop. They were surprised that how is the dead actually eating in a canteen? So you see, most of this distrust from lenders is as a result of what the borrowers have done. So now they now start establishing strict policies that filters out. It's not it's not a ghost story. It actually happened in Lagos, yeah, some years back. I think that it happened to Lapo when Lapo just started off. You know, the way Lapo actually is now, the way they are very strict now, it's not the way they are before. Before they could, once you just walk in, they will give you loans. It's very easy. But they now found that people were abusing that. Some would even take the loan, go for their events, the O1Bs, then they will relocate to another state. There was one they caught. Yeah, I'm very serious. This word is a small word. And if you don't understand, if in building up this solution, you need to understand from both aspects. Now, the borrowers are the one having this issue that they can't access easy loans, interest, and all that. That's convenient. Well, it's as a result of there was a time when this issue was not a problem, where you could access loan, but people then now abuse that privilege. So in order bars are so high and make it very inconvenient to filter out so many people. So if you can go through those processes, I know that I have your address. Some funny enough, some users actually put in wrong addresses. Yes.
Yes, that's true.
So what these companies do, if you tell them your address, they will not say anything. They will say, okay, no problem. And they would come on a day you never expected. They would just come one cool afternoon and they would ask for the name which you gave to them. Maybe you're called, you put Mommy Yabo maybe you are known as Mommy Yabo at your compound, and you went there and you put Zainab. They will come to you where the address you gave to them, and they will ask for Zainab. And if the compound people say they don't know who is Zainab, when they will go back, and that means that's the way where they can cancel out the whole application process. So now they've now built their restrictions high as a result of what users have done in the time past. Yeah. So a lot of things happen with this loan aspects, which you need to also, if you're building a solution, you also need to have the consideration of the lenders at hand, also to understand their safety. Because I think one happened here, someone collected loan in Ijesha, yes, from one microfinance bank, Lapo, in Ijesha branch. Then this lady relocated to Ogun State. For 2 years, she was out of reach. I don't, well, someone told me the story actually operating in that, like to give me the heads up of all the drama that happened. So this lady, that is, they have a leader, they have some sections of leaders where they had to bring this loan application closer to the users. And instead of coming to the company, we could have one small room, just like house fellowship. So all these Lapo microfinance banks have their own fellowship where they meet certain days, where they collect cards and all that. So I think the leader of that branch who had that user that came to collect money was found herself. She went for one event in Ogun State, and on getting to the park, she found this woman that ran away with their money for 2 years. What she didn't even do anything. She just held the woman there, called the office, and they came with the policemen from their office, because all this microfinance bank have their policemen. They drove down to Ogun State to pick that woman up and threw her in the cell where she had to not pay. So you see, a lot of distrust from previous users has led to these organizations making it not easy for just any random users to access. And if this could happen to private lenders, what about government lenders? What about the government? So many people have abused those loans as well. That was why when I saw this, I asked you, have you made research to understand why these loans are not accessible to small scale businesses? It's not as a result of those people not actually being genuine with their reasons, but due to past experience from previous lenders. That's why banks and all that failed to take those requests seriously. So if you are also in the shoes of the lenders, you will see things differently. I think what you should do now is to now start seeing things differently, or from the lenders aspects and not just the borrowers. So when you can look from these two angles, you'll be able to strike a clear balance between both in order to build up a solution that meets both the needs of the lenders and also the borrowers, and have them establish a transparency between both teams. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. Nice one. Nice one. So who is the
Thank you,
next
sir.
person? You're welcome. Who is the next? I think Gift is now available. Chinyere, it's you, right?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah. So from once Chinyere is done, Victoria, you're next, yeah. Then Courage. Courage is in this call. After Victoria, Courage. So just make it very fast, Chinyere. So you Oladoyin, you're laughing. A whole lot of things goes on in the scene, or what people, the lies people tell. All right. Okay.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
All right. So to start, okay, yes. So my first user persona is Chinedu Okoro. He's a 32-year-old man, an accountant located in Yaba, Lagos. Can you all hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I'm a bit under the weather, but I will try and speak up properly. If you cannot hear me, just let me know. Thank you. So the backstory to Chinedu is Chinedu commutes from the mainland to Victoria Island daily using BRT buses. Though he appreciates the affordability, the lack of predictable arrival times has led to him missing morning meetings or arriving late to work. He's frustrated by waiting for long periods without knowing when the next bus will arrive. Now, what are Okoro's goals? Chinedu Okoro's goals. He wants to be able to arrive at work on time, avoid unnecessary waiting time at the bus stop, and then also commute in a structured, stress-free way. Now, his frustration is there is no accurate information on bus arrival. That is, there is no time to tell when the bus will arrive, and long wait times causing lateness. And then because of this whole thing, his morning routine is disrupted. He feels anxious and unproductive. Now, what is he looking out for? He wants a real-time BRT tracking via mobile app. He needs a clear schedule or estimated arrival times that will show when the bus will arrive, and then notification about delays or route changes. Now, what is his motivation? He wants to be able to maintain professionalism and punctuality. Since he's an accountant, he has to get to work early. He wants to reduce community stress and unpredictability, and then also better manage his time before and after work. Now, Okoro's job to be hired statement is, when I am commuting to work using BRT bus in the morning, I want to know exactly when the next bus will arrive so that I can plan my trip and avoid being late. His problem statement here is Chinedu Okoro, an accountant in Lagos, needs a reliable system for tracking BRT arrival time because the lack of accurate arrival information results in lateness, stress, and loss of productivity. Now, my second user persona is Amaka Adeyemi. This is a 21-year-old student, Unilag student, located in Yaba. Her backstory is Amaka is a student who uses BRT bus to get to her morning lectures. She can't afford ride-hailing apps and find older buses unsafe. Her biggest challenge is the uncertainty of BRT arrival times, which causes her to miss classes or show up late. Now, what is she looking at? What are her goals? She wants to be able to get to class on time, use affordable and safe transport, and organize her daily schedule efficiently. Now, Amaka's frustration to this is actually because long queues without estimated bus arrival, missed buses due to lack of updates, and inconsistent timetables. So these are the things that, frustrate her, gets to her when the bus hasn't arrived. Preferred fixtures. She needs a real-time update on BRT bus arrival, or probably an SMS or app alert for delays, so that she would know what to do instead of waiting and there is, uncertainty as to when the bus will come. She also wants a published timetable she can rely on that can tell when the buses when the bus will arrive. Her motivation, she wants to avoid lateness penalties in school, maximize academic performance, and feel more in control of her daily routine. Now let's look at the job to be hired statement for Adeyemi, for Amaka Adeyemi. When I'm trying to get to school using BRT buses, I want to know exactly when the next bus is arriving so that I can avoid missing important lectures and manage my time effectively. And the problem statement here is Amaka Adeyemi, a student at Unilag, needs access to accurate real-time BRT bus arrival updates because uncertainty causes her to miss class, disrupting her academic progress and daily schedules. So that's it about that.
Okay. Nice one. I recall saying, I think, to this project and one other, I think, also to Kafila, where I made reference with you guys look at how these things are done in the modern in the Western world. Did you look through with that? Because I know in the Western world, when you want to onboard on trains or buses, there are points, meeting points where you make payments for the bus, and you know when the bus is arriving and all that. You look at factors that could affect late arrival from buses like traffic and all that. How do you get updated about it, or bus breakdown or something along the road which could affect the early arrival of these buses? Were you able to look at that scenario to understand how the Westerners are actually carrying out this problem, how they are solving this problem? And it's the same for trains. When you get to the train park, you board your tickets and you know exactly when the next train going to your location is going to arrive and when it's leaving. So when you do that, you are able to know, okay, I need to get myself prepared and ready to be at the train station to get my get onboarded on the train. And if the train would not be there, you get updated if the next train is actually being delayed and all that. So regarding this, you wrote you've done something very interesting. You did something interesting. Nice one. Nice one with this. Were you able to look through the Western part, how they address such issues?
Okay. I have a few friends over there, so I think some of the things they told me they said that there is always a train at 7 o'clock. You know, the train is always there, like hardly ever late, something like that. And so because at that particular and so once the train is there, once the bus gets there at 7, you know, is either you're in or you're not and all that. So probably I should think she also said that if there is going to be a delay or something, you would actually know, something like that. It's
So that's exactly how you now look into these BLT situations. You know, the way we have look at factors like the traffic. You know, high what's this called? Is it peak time? I'm trying to recall this terminology used to address when you have on the ride-hailing apps like Uber. There's a terminology we describe when you have more users that needs the bus and you have shortage of buses. Hey, why did this thing skip my head? Okay. I'll try to recall on that. There is something which I recall most of the time. So there are so many factors that could affect we here, such as this long traffic. And we need to understand what are the hours during the day that we experience this hectic traffic. As early as 7, when you have more people in the bus stop heading to the particular location and you have more rides on the road, they are heading to work, heading to different locations, you have more traffic then. And you need to also consider, okay, from 7 to 10, you have both the students, the business owners, the marketers, the office personnel, all on the road to the teachers and all that, all on the road heading to their place of work. And when you have that large number of people on transit, definitely you would experience traffic. And some traffic could take hours or minutes, and that could pose a delay in the bus arrival to a particular terminal, or the bus leaving that terminal to a particular location. So these factors are things that could also affect and not give you proper details of when a particular bus would get to a particular terminal or not. So you need to also look into that, and how do you provide a solution that stays adaptive to such scenarios, so that even though the bus is on traffic, you get this update that the bus is on traffic for this particular period of time and the bus is now moving, and you just get this kind of tracker about your next boss when it's coming, where it's at, and all that. So a good one there. So you also need to look at this aspect, so we can pitch this to the Minister of Transportation so they can look into that too. So don't worry, you have me beside you too. So in
Thank you.
case we'll blow together. And also to everyone, don't worry, you are not the only one going to launch that. We are together on this. You will not be the only one. We'll share the glory too. Victoria, you're next. Joy, the attendance form has been posted in the group. Yeah. Victoria, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, Mr.
Good
Francis.
evening. Good evening. How are you
Good
doing?
evening, everyone. Let me share my screen.
Wait, I hope everyone, what you're using to draft out your personas are based on the feedbacks you got from your users and not formulated personas, because user personas are data driven. They are backed up by data. Please don't come and formulate stories for me. If you formulate stories, it will affect you. And once it affects you, it will not be me and you. I won't be part of that. Okay.
Okay. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so my personas are based off the research I did based on customers not getting exactly what they ordered online. So for the first persona, her name is Stylish Ada. Stylish Ada is a 29-year-old Lagos-based marketing executive. She's stylish. She's very stylish. She's always very active on social media platform, especially Instagram, and she shops frequently both on African and international fashion brands. For our backstory, Stylish Ada loves to explore new fashion pieces and loves shopping online, but she tends to abandon carts when size and quality information are unclear. She checks reviews or DMs sellers before buying and she's very hesitant to try new brands without assurance of fit or quality. Ada values confidence in her online purchases and prefers platforms that remove guesswork and make her feel in control of her shopping experience. For goals, for Stylish Ada, she would like to shop for clothes online without worrying about if the cloth is going to fit perfectly or not, or if she's going to get the exact fabric as described on the platform. Also, she wants a fashion brand that explores African styles, which can complement her African shape confidently. And also, she wants a brand where she's confident that if she shops, she's not going to go through the stress of returning the clothes or wasting money in case it doesn't fit or meet the description on the platform she's shopping from. For frustration, inconsistent size charts across brand and poor fabric details. So she tends to get inconsistent size charts. The size charts on the platform she usually shops from and tend to be inconsistent. Today it might be 8, her size might be 8, next week it's 10, so it doesn't give the exact size. And also the fabric details, the quality are not well, the product information rather, not well described on the platform as well. Difficulty finding sizes that fit her African body type. That's another frustration she faces, and no option to try before buying from local e-commerce platforms. So there's no option for you to try the clothes virtually before you purchase or you feel the material or the fabric you are shopping for. So for the future she'd like to see, she would like a digital fashion platform or plugin that should deliver a personalized size recommendation, a virtual try-on or fitting preview, detailed product information, verified customer reviews and feedback, and also verified vendors. She doesn't just want to shop from any random vendor. She wants the assurance that, okay, she can trust this vendor she's shopping from. And also she wants a feature in place whereby she has this guarantee and assurance that even if it doesn't fit her perfectly, she can easily exchange or return the clothes she's shopping for. Her motivation, Stylish Ada wants to feel confident in her style choices and avoid the embarrassment or inconvenience of ill-fitting clothes and tacky fabrics. For the jobs for the JTBD, when shopping online from local fashion brand, I want to get accurate size recommendation based on my real body shape and reliable fabric information based on the product detail, so I can confidently order clothes that fits well and look good without the need to return them. For problem statement, Stylish Ada, a marketing executive, faces inconsistent sizing, poor fit, and poor fabric quality while trying to purchase clothes online from local fashion brand, which causes frequent returns, wasted money, and lack of confidence when shopping online. Then for the second persona, we have Boss Tolu. She is a Port Harcourt-based fashion entrepreneur. She owns a boutique in Port Harcourt, a mid-sized boutique that stocks African fashion labels and sells. She also sells online and other e-commerce platform like Jumia. For Boss Tolu's backstory, she's a growing fashion entrepreneur who wants to minimize product returns and boost customer satisfaction. She primarily sells through Instagram DMs and e-commerce platforms like Jumia. Tolu manually handles sizing conversation with customers, particularly when she is selling via Instagram, which leads to delay and sizing error. She prefers simple tech solutions that increases sales and reduce issues like return and customer complaints. For Boss Tolu's goal, she wants to reduce product returns due to sizing issues. She also wants to increase buyers' confidence and conversion rates. And she also wants her customers to trust her brand by offering professional shopping experience. For frustration, inaccurate size charts that leads to complaint and refunds, and also lack of tech tools tailored to African fashion businesses and difficulty standing out in crowded online markets. She would like to see she would like to have a digital shopping platform that delivers an easy to integrate sizing tools, accurate body fit recommendation that is very easy to set up, and also that is very the size guide is customer friendly, whereby the customer doesn't have to whereby the customer doesn't find it difficult to understand the charts before picking a particular size, and actionable analytics and insights. So these to help her monitor the business growth and also if the business is doing well or not. Tailored to for boutique scale operation, is simple to whereby she can manage all her business operations, and a trust building fit verification system. Motivation, she wants to build a reputable brand that delivers value and satisfaction to our customer, leading to a higher retention and referrals. Job to be done when Boss Tolu customers, like when her customers shop from her boutique online, her shop online, she wants them to have she wants to offer personalized size guidance, so she can reduce return and increase customer trust in her brand. Problem statement, Boss Tolu, a boutique owner, faces frequent returns and dissatisfied customers while trying to sell clothes online, which causes brand reputation issues and lost sales opportunity. Yeah, that's
Nice one. Nice one. think I'm getting a clearer view about what you're doing here, the solution or the problem you've identified. So
Okay.
you're trying to pitch the we're having a virtual stylish store where your users can explore a particular style on their description based on what they look like, what their size is, and if the outfit would match what they would match their body type, right?
Yes.
So this user would input every necessary details about herself or himself on the platform, and they get connected to fashion designers or tailors that helps them produce that quality or that style of outfit,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So this solution would have both the would be a let's say a fashion place where both the stylists and the users can come on board and they connect with stylists which have reviews on your platform, and they could just send a sample of this. This is my body type, this is my size, this is my size currently, and I would want this design. Then you have options like, do you want your stylist to or the tailor to get the materials for you? What kind of materials? What's your budget? Stuff like that. Is that things it's looking at addressing?
Yes.
Okay. So it's more like, since we have a marketplace where we have vendors selling food and we have users coming on board to make purchase of food, selecting from various vendors like Chowdeck, we should also have something like that where we can have a fashion place platform where both the tailors and the fashion designers and the users can just hop in, make their selections and all that, have a tailor get their dress done, and this platform also gives room to return policies.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. As well as a standard size chart for every vendor to avoid the size inconsistency, the size, because that's another major issue. The customers face inconsistency in the size recommendation. So it has a standardized chart, a guide, which is in place for them to use. Yes.
Okay. Wow. Nice. Now you want to replicate what we're doing for the food industry. So it's not just shopping for food and groceries online. We should also shop for our outfits. That's a good one. Now, you see, the way you actually put it now gave me clarity towards understanding what you're working towards, and that's a good one. I feel so happy today that you guys are on point. I think this week will be a very good one. Do we still have nice one? You did well.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So let me just make a quick you can stop presenting. Let me just draw during the course of the weekend, I got some reviews from the counselors, and I think it's best I make this thing publicly clear to everyone. So now it's regarding we having these issues of product management and project management, and I think I didn't do enough job getting these issues identified to everyone. So I would like to do that now. So now, from the curriculum covers up for both product and project management. Like I said earlier on, And I know some of you might feel like, when are we going to start project management? When are we going to start project management? And you fail to understand that you've already started that, because we all were not paying attention to details. I think at some point, I made a distinction between what product managers do and what project managers do. Now, product managers are the thinking caps behind the product, and the project managers are those who manage the product to ensure that it is successfully built and launched. From the execution phase, you have the product managers. Yeah. So from the curriculum, we started with what's products and projects, and we moved down to project lifecycle, which I also, in the curriculum, is project lifecycle, which I also named the product lifecycle as well. So we started off with both the basics of products and the basics of projects. And for you to start off with project management or product management, you need to understand the life cycle of a product or a project. And having that basic understanding of what each product will go through, we now went deep into understanding how do you think as a product manager, which are the background understanding. How do you identify products, the problem? How do you prepare the problem statements? How do you carry out your research as a product manager? That's for those phases. Once that particular phase is done and we're able to effectively carry out a research, we're able to carry out, understand how products problem statements are being drafted out. How do you go about your JTBD? Which are the things you've been able to do effectively? Then going on to, which took some kind of weeks, which is the market analysis, the competitive analysis, and you crafting out your personas. All these are product management basics. Then when we're done with that, we're diving into project management, where we talk about, we start talking about the Agile, the Scrum, the cross-functional collaboration, product roadmaps, and we start talking about user stories. We talk about accept. All these are project management. So it's not something of you saying you're all running straight, you're doing project management, or you're running straight to product management. It's a mixture of both. So when you're done with one, we started off with the introduction of both, and we started off with a clear distinction of what both roles are all about. And we started off with one, which is where it's best to start from the thinking behind a product. You understand how a particular problem is identified. You understand how the proposed solution is generated. Then you now move into, when that is done, you now move into how do you handle this project? What kind of framework? And I believe I've actually talked about Agile, Scrum, Kanban, Trello, which we did. I think that was week 2 or week 3. All that were project management. Yeah. Where I explained Trello, Jira, all that is project management, because those tools are not actually called product management tools. No, they are called project management tools. And I gave you a snapshot of what it feels like when you're making use of these tools. How do you make use of these tools to manage your team, to manage projects when you come in as a project manager? So I want to make this correction. Don't say you've not started project management, because that simply means you're not paying proper attention to what you've been doing in the previous weeks, because you've already done that. You've done product and you've done project, and we are moving from the basics to the intermediary section. Then we move into professional aspects of things. So this is this program actually comprises of you building you to become an effective product and effective project manager. Just to draw that clarity, so I just had to bring this up, because if you go to your curriculum, you have terms like sprint planning, backlogs, estimating time, change management, and adaptive risks. All that terminologies, all that are project management. So when you now come into product market fit, all that are product management. So you should be able to know when we're actually treating a topic in project management and a topic in product management. When we are talking about how to manage a particular project, you know, this involves you us talking about projects. When we're talking about the ideas, how is this solution identified? When we are talking about solutions that involves understanding the users, you know, we are in the section of the product managers. So this should help you build this clarity about both, and why I chose not to put it out there, product or project, so that you guys don't start selecting which one you want to perform well at. So I just had to make it plain, mix it in between lines, so that when you're doing well, you just flow along with the rhythm of the curriculum, how we move it. So you won't say, okay, because I want project management. When we are talking about product management topics, when we're in the section of product management, you start underperforming. No. But you need this knowledge to also make you a better product or project manager. When you're opting in for product management, you understanding how to manage your fellow team, how to speak with, how to communicate with stakeholders, how to communicate with your team. That helps you become an effective product manager. And same goes to you being a project manager, where you're all involved in ensuring things are done within time and scope. If you have a better understanding of how the problem was identified, how was the solution came about, this would help you understand better, just beyond you guiding the team or you guiding everyone towards achieving a particular goal. You begin to see the idea behind the solution, which you're going to guide your team or your stakeholders towards achieving that particular goal. You start seeing the beauty in that solution. So I believe this I just want to use this to draw that to make this clear to everyone. So if you've been having this insight, when are we going to start project? You've already started it, but you've not been attentive enough to notice that you've started the project management courses. So with that being said, does anyone have any question you would want to ask me? I think it's already 8. I think we had one more person that would present. So I think this is the most we can take for today. Does anyone have any question you want to say regarding this or what we've done so far? Any question? Any question? Wait, can you guys hear me? I hope I've not been speaking to myself all this while. Okay, okay. Any question? Wait, Victoria, join this class late. Oh, okay, yes, no. I think it's Vivian. Vivian is not in this class today, and some other persons as well. The BC is recovering better. Joy, I actually pasted the attendance again. As at 741, I pasted the attendance again, and you just commented above it, below my response now. Just scroll up, you will see it. I pasted it at 9741. It's here in this inbox here. It's not in the WhatsApp group. It's in the inbox. So does anyone have any? Okay. Does anyone have any question you want to? You can have it there now. Any question? Why is today's class silent? You're welcome. Anoluapo, today I'm not seeing our crying emoji. Thank God though. What's Esther, Kafilat, Chinyere, Victoria? What's happening? No question.
No, sir. Today is presentation, so it's Friday. We start.
Okay. Okay, so it's Friday. You start arranging your questions for way to trash. So far with the presentation, I'm very much impressed with what you guys have done. It shows how, even without me being impressed, I believe you yourself, you're impressed with what you've done, seeing where you started from and what you've been able to structure out now to present. You as well, you will feel happy about how far you've gone within just few weeks. And I want to believe that's true for everyone. So regardless if you're still working on your previous solution on the previous problem you identified, or you switched to something new, you would always see this clear distinction between what you presented first and what you're presenting now. So it means it's helping you think and identify problem in a unique way, better off than the way it's going to be. So like I said, when you presenting this to your core teams and all that, all these extra, such as the frustration, such as this, wouldn't be there, because you just state the problem statement. So the problem which you guys have identified, the problem statement, the user personas, who are those who experiencing this problem, what's the user's persona like, what's your user story, like something like the JTB, what's the aim, the goal of the users. Then you talk about the market analysis. What's the market like in building such solution? Joy, what is happening? I sent the
The form is not
form.
opening. It's not opening.
Okay, who else is experiencing this issue? Did you guys anyone experiencing this? Okay, I will have that addressed, and I'll have the team look into that. So when you identify the market analysis, you do your market research, what it's all about, you do your competitive research, who are those in this market, and you make use of the frameworks, the term, the sum, you should be able to use that to incorporate that into your market analysis. So you don't need to start writing, my term is this sum. No, you can put that into statements that this is the market you're looking at actually conquering, and this is the size of the portion of the market which you can begin working with currently. So why I had to break everything down into terminologies is so you have clarity, because if I just put everything into a particular statement, you might not get this clarity about what each of these means. So it's my duty to break these things, the concepts down, for you to understand. Then when you get up this individual concept, you can now be able to put those things into a statement, or just a one-page sentence, a one-page statement. When you present that to anyone, they can read and actually understand what you're saying. So you've been able to understand what the market size is, what the market you're trying to look into and you can actually conquer, and you're understanding who are the competitors currently playing a key role in this market, and what are they doing, and what is the opportunity which you can bank on to make your own MVP in producing your own solution to meet a certain section of the users which you want to actually satisfy their needs and meet up with their needs. So understanding this without you even getting to the development stage, just that initiation phase, a whole lot of things goes in. And all what we've done here, we've just covered up with the initiation phase of, I think the last one we'll do is the MVP, both on the project and product life cycle. What we've been doing from week 1 to this particular phase is what's just the initiation phase, and a whole lot of things go in this phase, because that is where the whole work begins. If your initiation phase is wrong, you would have issues on what kind of solution, what features you want to ship, you start to develop. So we're just doing the initiation and the planning phase. When you go into the planning phase, where you now have to bring in all your product management skills, how to get things in order, how to manage your resources, how to manage people, your team, your stakeholders, what kind of stakeholders you need to identify, which stakeholder has the higher interest and the higher power, which one has the stakeholders chart. So you need to understand these various things and how we can actually communicate in various sections when you're actually doing this. So what we're doing, so far we've been working on the initiation phase. When you get the initiation phase and the planning phase right, how to plan what you've been able to draft out becomes easy, and executing or building that becomes more easier, because you now know this is what the future should look like. This is the key thing that this solution should actually be addressing in the life of my user. And that particular MVP is what you will now break down the features and all that to tailor it to the MVP, so that the developers can and the designers can know exactly what to build and how to build it. Okay. So I believe I made that points clear enough to everyone. Okay. And I'm not seeing a thumbs up from Anolu Akpo that's always, and when are we having the project management? When are we having project management? You didn't give a thumbs up if that's clear or not. Okay. Is Anolu Akpo in this call? Okay. Okay. All right. It's nice having you guys here today.
Sarah, did you call me?
Wow. Okay, never mind. Never
Okay.
mind. Yeah. So it's nice having you guys here today. See you on Friday. Bye. Okay.